Hey, welcome back to another episode for Life for Living Well. My name is Richard. Before I dive into the topic we have this week, I do like to share with you that if you like to know much about the community, Life for Living Well, you can check it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. We have so many exciting articles dated back from 2021 to date. And every week we release articles. And if you sign up with your email, you will be one of the people on the receiving list that will get the article that we push out. And if you want some guide or inspiration about any of the books that you like, whether personal development book or a journey book or inspirational motivational book, you will find it on the community website. Once again, our community website www.lifeforlivingwell.com. So let's dive into it without taking much of your time. So what are we looking at this week? This week, the topic I'm looking at this week is what we call shackles of shame. And this particular topic came from one of the members of the community that asked me to talk and write about it. It took some few days to actually do research about it. And it comes from someone that experienced a deep loss that turned to shame for many years, and they have managed to work really hard to come out of it. And let's dive into it. According to Andrew Carnegie, which I love to quote as his introductory to this message, he stated, and he put it this way: I believe in two things. First, he who dies with wealth dies in shame. And the second, as Ali Broad once noted, he who gives while he lives also knows where it goes. Recently, I've been researching the lower state of human emotions. In the past, I've spoken about toxic pride and how damaging it can be. However, this week and this particular topic, as I said earlier, when I want to dive into this topic, a friend asked me to talk about shame. At the time, I knew it was a topic I was avoiding for one reason. You cannot simply think your way through it. It's not something you can logically think and say this is what you think shame is, unless you truly can connect to it. So to truly comprehend shame, one must set aside logic and reason. It is far more powerful to understand it from the perspective of the feeling itself. Many people use various tactics to avoid the shame they feel, yet few address how it affects their physical health and mental well-being. This particular message does not focus on the toxic shame derived from trauma such as sexual or domestic abuse. But instead, I wanted to explore the shame we feel because of our ideas, culture, societal expectations, and above all, your own brutal judgment regarding your perceived feelings. Charles Darwin observed how shame manifests physically. He claimed that individuals might slouch, blush, or display intense shyness when expressing it. This damaging emotion causes the slow erosion of confidence and self-esteem in both the short and long time. Shame is one of our most potent emotions, and we use it against each other. Think about during the war women and children could or have went through on the hand of the opponent or invading soldiers to shatter their self-worth. So if left unaddressed, it can manifest as eating disorders or even lead to suicide. We have seen instances where respectable, intelligent people lose faith in society and decide to take their own lives because the weight of the emotion is too great. As, as Dr. Brian Jessel stated, shame is an existential feeling of worthiness. When people feel shame, they believe that they are ultimately an inadequate, unworthy person. Whatever have been the cause of your own shame that is so deep that no medication could actually take you out of it. But let's look at the symptoms that are associated to shame. The obvious signs include addiction, chronic self-blame, outbursts of anger, and a deep desire to disappear. So you spend some time with somebody and you wonder why they just easily trigger off and get angry easily. We only see the symptoms. We really don't know what's behind all information. One of the financial authors that I really admire their books once said that you cannot really judge anything unless you have the opportunity to see the information behind it. And most of us will never say that because we see the brand, the people, and we see the time and the money we spend with them, and we feel the energy that they're exhibiting toward us. But perhaps there is a toxic or chronic shame that they carry and they refuse to talk about it or seek the help or through the therapy. But the way we come out, it might be include addiction, it might be chronic self-blame that whatever happened, they always blame themselves. It was something that is nothing to do with them. And easily get angry and desire to disappear. As we're bringing this toward the end, how can you reduce or overcome toxic shame? My suggestion, and I've seen it with people that I've met that have story that are very difficult to consume, very difficult to relate with, but they come out of it by doing few of these things. They seek therapy. They actually go and meet a professional that can guide them and provide a safe space to deconstruct these feelings. Another thing that I've noticed with people that have overcome this, they open up, talk to a close friend or family member to break the isolation rather than keep it to yourself alone and suffering alone. And the third one, which is the last one, as we bring it to the end, is practice letting go, which is very difficult because sometimes all our identity and our image or thought of ourselves was built around that event or incident that we carry for ages. So practice letting go. So this is an ongoing process. You must learn to release this judgment, consistently, as thoughts pop up in your mind, you are not good enough. When you hear that thought, you have to say, try to tackle it straight away from your mind as well by replacing it that you are good enough and you are better every day. And you are doing things that will make that word become a self-fulfilling for you. So whatever you do, do not suffer in silence. Thank you so much for your time. As we wanted to reduce our podcast to 10 to 15 minutes, I really want to thank you for the support that you've given us over the years as we begin 2026 together. And thank you again. Please share our podcast, share our article, and please subscribe by your email through our website. And that alone will keep the community going. And thank you so much and have a wonderful week. Ciao.